speaking of really cute things, Crafting with the Katies has an adorable Easter DIY to share with us today.
Yeah, they're going to teach us how to make an Easter basket bouquet. Check it out.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Katie.
And welcome back to Crafting with the Katies. Happy early Easter. We are making some Easter egg bouquets, you could call it. You could put these as centerpieces if you have people over for Easter, or you can just put them around the house as like a cute decoration for the spring and for Easter.
Yeah, you can put candy inside of it, $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Some special surprises for people to find.
And pretty much all of this came from the Dollar Tree, which was awesome. So you could really make this under 15 bucks, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's start off with our supply list.
Baskets came from a craft store, along with the green flower foam, as well as these cute little chicks.
The eggs came from the dollar store.
We also used some wooden dowels that we found in our supply closet.
We experimented with some different types of glue, but found out that hot glue works best.
We snagged the Easter grass from another project.
You'll also need something to cut your dowels with. We would suggest a small saw, but we only had an X-Acto knife to work with.
Step 1 is to fill the bottom of our baskets with this green foam. We use the basket as a stencil for size.
If our measurements are correct, it should fit. There's a little gap on the side. Take the ends to fill the gap.
This part gets a little messy. It doesn't have to be perfect because it will all be covered.
So we put our floral foam inside of our baskets, and we kind of just use the extras and kind of smush those in so that we could have just a little bit more coverage. So now we're going to pick our color of Easter grass and go ahead and glue it on our foam.
Hot glue your grass or base to the foam. You don't need all of it to stick. The dowels will eventually help hold it in place.
Glue and sprinkle. Once this is done, we're going to start gluing our eggs to the sticks.
This was a bit tricky. We have flat sticks and they didn't want to attach.
We tried some different methods. We looked into melting a hole in the bottom and even cutting them with our X-Acto knife.
So we came to a little bit of a hiccup. We started off with these flat sticks to glue to our eggs, but they're a little wobbly and a little loose, so we're actually going to be going back to these full-size dowels. Katie used them when she created this beautiful example, and they seem to be a little bit easier to stick onto the egg.
A little bit more surface area. So we're going to kind of use a hybrid. We do have a few that are on these, but
yeah, we're just going to switch gears and start gluing and cutting these dowels.
We are being extra careful when using the X-Acto knife. We're cutting them in different sizes.
Scoring the wood and then snapping them in half.
We only need one side to be perfect. The other half will be stuck in the foam.
I find putting the glue on the wood and then staking it to the egg works best.
After that's done, we can start assembling.
Starting in the back and working your way forward, filling in any holes.
Don't push down from the egg. It will fall off. Use the stem to guide it into the foam.
When that's finished, add any accessories you'd like.
Katie found these chicks at the craft store.
Use more hot glue to put the chicks all over the Easter basket.
well, after some bumps in the road, we finally finished our little bouquets. I think they turned out cute.
Yeah, it didn't take very long to put them together. The longest part was waiting for the hot glue to dry to make sure your egg was stable on the dowels.
Yeah. Definitely recommend using dowels if you do have them, but if you only have those popsicle sticks, that works too. So thank you so much for joining us today, and happy crafting.
Bye, everyone.
I love the chick ears.
You know,
Yeah.
and I just realized we forgot to wear those, but that's okay.
It's all right.
But you did
I
bring
threw
us-
in a new headband. It's all good.
This looks great. So you did bring in your craft, and this is what we were talking about last week. These little chicks that they saw on the video.
They're all over the office. I have one on my little Rubik's
They left
Cube
one
on
in my
desk.
office, which is now on my webcam.
We had to spread the love, the
Yes.
little chick love. They're so cute.
Because like I came in, I was like, "What is this from?" And then I like probably 10 minutes later realized, "Oh, crafting's with the kids."
Yeah, everyone came to me and they're like, Katie, is this you? And I was like, nope, it's the other Katie.
So okay, this one actually looks like one of the more intricate ones that we've had so far. Maybe time-consuming wise, but how long did this take?
It's a balancing act to be able to get the eggs to stick onto the dowels. That was the hardest part.
And also cutting the dowels, too.
Yes.
That was pretty
I left that to
time-consuming.
Katie.
Yes.
She was very brave and very careful, and she got that done. I'd say less than an hour, probably.
Probably. Yeah. Especially if you use those popsicle sticks that are already kind of this size. It might even take less time, but
that's smart.
Yeah, cutting them just so that you have, like I said, the surface area, a little bit more surface area to glue the eggs on. It might take up to an hour, but
it's a really good activity if you want to sit down with the kids for an Easter activity.
Yeah.
Like,
And a lot less messy than dyeing eggs.
Yes,
That,
for
when I was a
sure.
kid, that died
You're right,
all
you don't
over
have
me.
the smell of it.
All over me, all over the table.
Then we tried the plastic ones one year. That didn't work.
That was a horrible mistake. Yeah, no.
Even though that is a fun craft.
It is a fun
It
craft.
is very fun. It's just messy.
It is messy. And you can have this year round too and bring it back out. And I know we mentioned in the video you can also put candy in the
open
eggs,
them up.
What I was just thinking is you could almost put those little tiny battery-operated LEDs in random ones.
That would be cool.
light up.
A little
would be
night
fun.
light.
That'd be really, really
Come
fun.
on, Eric,
Crafting
do a
with the
crafting
Katie's
with
plus
you.
Yes.
Into it.
some ideas.
I love crafting. I love crafting. Now, I love all of the ideas that the two of you come up with. Where do you get your inspiration for stuff like this?
The internet.
Yes.
The internet.
Scrolling late at night.
Internet.
Scrolling through my phone, just looking at things. Pinterest a lot of times
See,
too.
the one thing I do like about the differences is they're not the exact same Easter baskets. You
No,
can see
not
that
at all.
Katie's has kind of the little more
Like the
springy
bunched up
grass,
confetti.
whereas Katie Boyer's has the more more
yes,
Easter basket grass that you're used to,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
So that's
Whichever one
adds
you
a little
want to
different
use,
to it.
or
That's great.
if you find some that have cool, like there was one that had glitter in it.
Yes.
Whatever you want to go with.
Sometimes glitter is just better.
Glitter gets everywhere.
Add a little sparkly to something.
All right, so the big question that we always ask you, how much? What is the
Yes.
price range for this craft?
I'd say definitely under 50. It depends on the kind of Easter basket you get. You can get some pretty intricate ones, but I'd say we spent probably about $25
For both,
this.
for
for both
everything.
of it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so like
gotcha.
$10 each.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 for.
So
And
25 for
these
two
every
baskets?
year.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you can always go crazier. You can add more chicks, more money.
Now, before we
how it
wrap
works.
up, what can people expect next?
Ooh, what do we have coming up next?
So we're going back to our welcome sign for next week, and we're going to be able to get an Easter egg, and then also worry about April and May. So our little logos that we're going to put in instead of the O. You've got some on your desk. Yes. Yep. So we're going to work on that for next week.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, and all the information that you need can be found on the 910 News webpage. But Katie's, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.